Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 193, The Whispering Woods. In the village of Eldersham, there stood an ancient forest known as the Whispering Woods. It was said that the trees themselves could speak to those who dared to walk its shadowy paths. The villagers avoided the woods, for tales of strange happenings and eerie sounds had been passed down through generations. One crisp autumn evening, a young man named Thomas, new to Eldersham, decided to explore the Whispering Woods. He was a curious soul and did not believe in old wives' tales. As he stepped into the forest, the sun dipped below the horizon and the woods were bathed in twilight. Thomas walked deeper into the woods, guided by the fading light. The trees seemed to lean in closer, their branches creaking softly as if whispering secrets to one another. A chill ran down his spine, but Thomas pressed on. Suddenly he heard a faint voice calling his name. Thomas! It beckoned. He turned around but saw no one. The voice came again, closer this time. Thomas! It whispered, sending shivers through his body. He realized then that the stories might be more than just tales. He quickened his pace, eager to leave the woods behind. But with every step he took, the whispers grew louder and more numerous. Thomas! They called from all directions. Leaves rustled as if something unseen was moving through them. In his panic, Thomas lost his way. The path he had followed was no longer visible, and all around him were trees and darkness. The whispers turned into mocking laughter, echoing through the woods. Desperate to escape, Thomas ran blindly until he stumbled upon a clearing. In the centre stood an old stone well. The whispers fell silent as he approached it. Curiosity overcame his fear, and he peered into the well's depths. A cold wind gusted from within, carrying with it a natural darkness that seemed to reach for him. Thomas tried to step back, but found himself paralysed as if the darkness had grasped him. Then, from deep within the well, a voice unlike any of the whispers spoke. Thomas, it boomed. You are now part of the woods. A force pulled him forward and he fell into the abyss. The next morning, villagers found Thomas's hat at the edge of the Whispering Woods, but no sign of him. Some say he became one with the forest, others believe he still wanders among the trees. And so the tale of Thomas and the Whispering Woods became another story, passed down in Eldersham, a warning to those who might ignore the warnings of old. Weeks passed since Thomas's disappearance, and the villagers spoke of little else. Among them was Emily, a brave and inquisitive young woman who had known Thomas briefly. She could not accept that he had simply vanished. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily ventured into the Whispering Woods. She brought with her a lantern to pierce the darkness, and a resolve as strong as iron. The woods greeted her with silence, a stark contrast to the tales of whispers. As night fell, Emily found herself surrounded by an oppressive gloom that seemed to weigh on her very soul. She pressed on, calling out for Thomas, but only her echo replied. Hours turned into days as Emily searched the woods. She encountered strange sights, trees with faces twisted in agony, shadows that moved against the wind, and a constant feeling of being watched. On the third night, Emily stumbled upon the same clearing with the ancient well. Unlike Thomas, she felt no curiosity towards it, only dread. She turned to leave when she heard a voice, Thomas's voice, calling for help from within the well. Emily approached cautiously, her heart pounding in her chest. Thomas? She called down. Is that you? Yes, came the weak reply. Please help me. Without hesitation, Emily looked for something to lower into the well, a rope or vine, but found nothing suitable. Then an idea struck her. She would form a chain with her own body, climbing down to rescue Thomas. Carefully she descended into the well, feeling the cold stone against her skin. Deeper and deeper she went until she reached the bottom, where darkness enveloped her. "Thomas?" she whispered into the void. Suddenly, hands gripped her ankles and a cacophony of whispers filled her ears. "Join us," they hissed. Emily kicked and screamed, fighting against the hands that sought to drag her into an unseen abyss. With a burst of strength born from terror, she climbed back up the well. As she emerged from its mouth, gasping for air, the first light of dawn broke through the trees. The whispers ceased, and Emily found herself alone in the clearing. She never spoke of what happened in Whispering Woods, but carried with her a haunted look that told of unspeakable horrors. And though she searched every day until old age claimed her, Thomas was never seen again. The villagers of Eldersham now say that on certain nights when the moon is hidden by clouds, you can hear Emily's voice calling for Thomas from within the woods, a chilling reminder of the forest's dark power. Vocabulary notes: ancient, very old, belonging to the very distant past. Twilight, the soft glowing light from the sky when the sun is below the horizon, either from daybreak to sunrise or from sunset to nightfall. Eerie, strange and frightening. Crisp, of the weather. Cool, fresh and invigorating. Curious soul, a person who has a strong desire to learn or know more about something or someone. Mocking laughter, laughter that makes fun of someone or something in a cruel way. Desperate, feeling a hopeless sense that a situation is so bad as to be impossible to deal with. Abyss, a deep or seemingly bottomless chasm. Paralyzed, unable to move or function, often due to shock or fear. Resolve, determination to do something despite difficulties. Oppressive gloom, a feeling of great darkness and heaviness that is difficult to bear. Agony, extreme physical or mental suffering. Cacophony, a harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. Enveloped, completely enclosed or surrounded by something. Story written by Copilot AI. Images created by Copilot AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.